It's the Cooper and Anthony Show.
I didn't get a chance to really fully tell you about this yesterday, but I'm going to tell you now. My dog was coughing. Not coughing like it was an obvious cough. He was kind of like, like that. So we thought maybe he's got acid reflux. We know he has acid reflux. So we figured that's all it is. We gave him like more acid reflux medication and he wasn't feeling any better. So coughing, and we were like, this is not him. This is not his usual him. So we take him to the vet, just like driving him over there. We figured they were going to say, he'll be fine. Here's some more medication. Take him home. They're like, he has pneumonia in one of his lungs. We're admitting him to the hospital.
Okay.
So, I know. So, of course, my first question is, I said, this is the dumbest question in the world, and please don't judge me. But, like, he doesn't have COVID, right? The doctor's like, are you seriously asking me that? Because dogs don't get COVID. Are you serious? And I was like, no, I'm half joking, but I just want to make sure. He's like, no, he has pneumonia. And he explained to me how he got it and the whole situation.
No, I think dogs can get it because tigers get it, bears get it, giraffes get it. They've checked these animals and they've had COVID.
Dogs have not had COVID, and my dog did not have COVID. Anyway, so he has this other stupid issue, and it made sense. It caused the pneumonia. It's so not part of the story. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, so I get a call from the doctor and I'm like, so am I picking him up tomorrow? He's like, you know what? I think he should spend a second night here, but why don't you come visit him? Our visiting hours are between 10:30 and 12:30. Just come by. So I'm like, all right, I'm not just coming by. I'm bringing his favorite toy. I'm bringing food for him because they're feeding him whatever crap kibble they have laying around there. And you know me, I make special food for my dog. And I did two other things that my boyfriend has been making fun of me. When we first got him, I had heard that the best thing to do with a new puppy is to take a towel, get out of the shower, dry yourself, have your significant other also dry themselves. So now the towel smells like you. It has your scent on it. And then they send it to the puppy so the puppy can smell you. And now the puppy understands, like, this smell is familiar. And then they meet you and they're like, hey, you're that smell. And it all makes sense to them. So I took a towel this morning. I took a shower. I took a towel. I dried myself with the towel and I put it in a bag to bring to him. And then, you know, everything's digital now, like photographs, everything's on your phone. But we still have a couple of hard copy photos in frames on our wall. I took a bunch of them down and I put tape on the back because my plan was I was going to go there, give him the towel with my body scent on it, give him some roast beef, give him his toy, and then the crate where he was living while he was at the hospital, I was going to post pictures of us all over it so that, you know, he'd see we're watching over him. He'd see we're still part of
photos.
We're still part of his life. Well, it makes me feel better, you know. Maybe he can see us. So the doctor calls back and says, you know, his numbers are good. His oxygen's great. He's feeling better. He's eating. He's running around. You know, I think he'll do better at home. Instead of coming for a visit, come get him. So I go up there and I get him and I bring him home and he's doing great. He's fine. He's on medication.
Is he coughing?
No, he's not really coughing. He's just panting a little because it's hot here. But no, he's much, much, much better. Like, he's definitely like a billion times better. But my boyfriend comes home and he notices all these empty frames because all the photographs, when you first walk into our house, we have this one wall that's painted red. And we only have a few things on the wall. We have some hooks for coats and hats. And then we have tons of photographs, anything we can find, any photographs of us when we were kids, dogs we had as kids, family members, great memories of Christmases gone by. I just did like a whole frame collage. So my boyfriend looks, he's like, why are there like 8 photographs missing? I was like, well, I was bringing them up to the dog to put on his crate wall at the hospital, at the doggy hospital. And he's like, you're crazy. He's like, you are nuts. There's no, and he said what you say. It's like dogs can't see photos. I'm like, yes, he can see our faces. He would know that we were there watching over him while he slept.
He sees you in 3D. He doesn't see you in 2D. You
don't know that?
They can't see photos.
Says who? Says you?
They can't see. The dog is not going to see your photo. And the bad thing is, if the dog can see your photo, then he's going to feel bad because you're not there with him.
I think he's going to feel good. He was looking at a blank wall.
No,
now he's looking at pictures of us smiling at him.
No, he's going to think that you left him and that you gave him up and put him in a cage and you don't want him anymore. And now you're mocking him.
No. That's why I gave him the towel that smells like me, because I figured he would think it's like being away at camp.
No, he thought that you left him and you put him in a cage and that's the rest of his life. Because to him, he was in that cage for 46 days. He doesn't have a watch. He doesn't know how long he was in there.
Yeah.
And now you're mocking him because you've been replaced with a photo and a towel. Now he's mourning you because he thinks you died.
And my boyfriend was like, you better be careful with that towel because I have one of those dogs that likes to, how do I say this nicely? I can't say it nicely.
Hump the towel.
Yeah. No, he doesn't hump the towel. He full on jerks off. Like he has full on orgasms. And we've been woken up in the middle of the night hearing some weird noise. And we look over and he's like pumping his back, like the back of him. And then he's like, it's wet everywhere. Like he goes to full orgasm. So my boyfriend got into the habit when he's feeling particularly randy, not my boyfriend, the dog, of leaving these smaller towels that we have around the house under him. So that way he could jerk off on the towel and not on his dog bed or on our floor. So my boyfriend was like, I don't think bringing a towel is sending the right message. You're kind of giving him the okay.
And you're putting a photo of you.
Right. Here, jerk off to this.
He's like, I don't want to jerk off. I'm mourning you. And the only thing I have left is this stupid towel. Thanks.
So, yeah. And my boyfriend was like, I'm glad that you did not get up there and put all that up there because they would be like, what in God's name is wrong with these people? As it is, they think we're nuts. They think my boyfriend and I are just like not like mentally unhinged. He's like, that would have sent them over the edge. They would have dropped us as clients so fast. Like these two are nuts.
I'm not surprised. But
here's some photos in a jerk off towel.
We're never coming to get you again. This is your new home now.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. I want to know the photo that you picked of you that you thought you looked good in. It had to be a photo you think you look good in.
The photo I picked was one of my boyfriend and I. And it's a selfie where I'm cuddling into him and we both have like big smiles on our faces, like, hey, where are your parents? Like that kind of thing. The kind of photo that you would send to embarrass your child who went away to camp. That I picked the photos that I thought would embarrass my dog.
He's not at camp. He's telling the other dogs, these are the assholes that left me. I was with them for like 12 years. And then they just, I got a cough and they said, that's it. He's gone. We don't want him in the house anymore. He's disgusting. Get him out. And
now I'm eating kibble. Now I'm eating kibble in a crate with a jerk-off towel.